51 key verses. We are revising from 1.1 up till 5.22. Together. धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किम् अकुर्वत Sanjay. Translation. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjay, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage, desiring Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Chapter 2, verse number 7. Karpanya doshopahata svabhavah prichhami tvam dharma samudha chetaha यच्छ्रेयः स्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शादिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्. Translation. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Chapter 2, verse number 13. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yovanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhirastatra namuyati. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. Chapter 2, verse 14. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkha daha Agma paino nityas tam stitikshasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O scion of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Chapter 2, verse number 20. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyah ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. For the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Priya, you mind coming in front if you don't have this? Have I given you the notes?
No.
I have only one copy. Chapter 2, verse 40. नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. Translation. In this endeavor there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Chapter 2, verse 41. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahushakhayanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Translation.
Those who are
on this path are resolute in purpose. Their aim is one.
O beloved child of the Gurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched.
chapter 2 verse 59. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinah rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. The embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, though the taste for sense objects remain. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. Chapter 2 verse 62 and 63 together, and we do the translations together. Start. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha कामात् क्रोधो भिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Translation. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them. And from such attachment, lust develops. And from lust, anger arises. From anger, complete delusion arises. And from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. Chapter 3, verse 13. Yajna shishtashinah santo मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषेः भुञ्जते ते त्वघं पापा ये पचन्त्यात्मकारणात्. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is first offered for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Chapter 3 verse 27. Prakriteः kriyamaणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. Chapter 4 verse number 2. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yogo nashtah parantapa. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in due course of time the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. Chapter 4 verse number 6. Ajopi san avyaya atma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim svamadisthaya sambhavamyatmamayaya. Although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. Chapter 4 verse number 7. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. Chapter 4 verse number 8. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. Chapter 4, verse number 9. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but maintains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Chapter 4, verse number 11. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanuvartante manushyaha partha sarvashah.
This is
No?
going haywire.
You'll repeat it after me?
Yeah.
Ye yatha mam prapadyante
Ye yatha mam prapadyante
tams tathaiva bhajamyaham
tams tathaiva bhajamyaham
mama vartmanuvartante
vartante
manushyaha partha sarvashah.
manushyaha partha sarvashah.
Translation. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha.
What does that mean? What does this verse mean?
This verse means this is at the end of 4.1 to 4.10 where Krishna gives transcendental knowledge. He gives the history of Bhagavad Gita to Arjun, saying that I gave it to Vivasvan, and all of them have been so successful, in their spiritual life. So then Arjun gets a doubt: is that what if someone doesn't, they want the transcendental knowledge, but they don't want to surrender unto you?
Yeah.
Then what? So Krishna says, all of them surrender to me. Accordingly, according to their surrender, I will reward them.
Yeah.
And he says that everyone has to follow my path in all respects.
How does that happen? In the sense
Whether you want Gyan, eventually you come to the point of knowing that I am the Supreme Person.
correct.
And even if you want material things, still that person has to come to me. Even if the demigods are giving, it's actually Krishna without
who's
Krishna's
given them
sanction.
those, yeah.
If Krishna doesn't give the demigods their quota, the demigods will not be able to give anything. So eventually everyone has to surrender to Krishna, whether directly or indirectly, whether voluntarily or involuntarily. Like if a person throughout his life he doesn't surrender to Krishna, at the time of death he has to surrender to death.
Correct.
What is death? It's actually indirectly Krishna only. So in all respects, everyone follows my path, O son of Pritha. He says, Arjun. Right? And then the first part actually means that when you take a step towards me, I will also come towards you. It's reciprocal relationship. It's a loving relationship. When you surrender to me, I also come closer to you. So the first part means that, and the second part means that everyone has to surrender. Might as well be a voluntary one, a voluntary one, rather than being, through death, where everything is snatched away from you.
I know so many people who say we follow the Gita, but we don't believe in Krishna.
Yeah.
And I find that so
they want the
silly.
knowledge.
Because
they don't want this.
I have this yoga who comes to Arya Samaji. He says, we believe in the Gita, but we don't believe in, Murti Puja.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't
read a Gita.
So I keep telling him, why are you reading the Gita? That means you've not understood the Gita.
Exactly.
But then he was like,
I always tell him, do you know all the shlokas and do you know the meanings? No.
If you open 1.1, I think Priya has a Bhagavad Gita. They read Gita every day.
No, they follow the karma.
Yeah,
and
every
do
day they
everything
want to
believe.
read. 1 hour they sit, they read.
But they don't want to serve
they-
Krishna.
Yeah.
Personal service. If you just read
They don't
1.1,
understand the meaning and everything.
Like
You know,
they feel
Bhagavad
that we'd
Gita,
rather give
before
food to
I
a
was
poor
here,
person than give so much money in the temples. They've got a different
Idea.
Before I was in
logic
ISKCON, I
and
just
Just
tried
open
so many
1.1.
times Gita, but
And then he gave me one shloka
I cannot
that
understand what is the meaning of Gita, because I don't have the meanings, and how can I? I had no this Bhagavad Gita as it is. I was not.
And then he told me the shloka of some Guruji who said कि if by worshipping stone, if I get God, then मैं तो पहाड़ को worship करूँगा something.
And a lot of people argue on these things. They say Bhagavad Gita. They are like.
You just see 1.1. In the first paragraph, Prabhupada has written something. Can you read? First, he speaks about Gita Mahatmya.
That one.
Yeah.
Purport part.
Yeah, the purport part.
Bhagavad Gita is the widely read
Theistic science.
Summarized in the Gita Mahatmya.
Gita Mahatmya. Gita Mahatmya is a conversation between Shivji and Parvati in Padma Puran.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There it says that one should read the Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is a devotee of Sri Krishna and try to understand it without personally motivated interpretations.
Stop.
Yeah.
In Gita Mahatmya itself, Shivji tells that if you want to understand anything about the Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatam, you have to hear it from a devotee who understands the heart of Krishna, what he wants to say. Krishna here, if you see 4.6, we just read that shloka. Krishna says, although I am unborn, my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. Still these people say, no, his form is Maya. That means they've not really understood what Krishna is saying.
Yeah.
There are many kind of Bhagavad Gita.
Many interpretations.
More than 150 editions of Bhagavad Gita.
No, there are many different Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah. If anyone asks you, you tell them we're reading from a parampara. Which comes from,
I'm like,
yeah.
Prabhupada, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Saying, no, but that's a ISKCON Bhagavad Gita. I'm like, no, I don't know that.
It's actually a parampara Bhagavad Gita. We'll be having this module on Mayavad very soon. We're working on it. So we have about 7 sessions of this, why people don't think idol worship is, the ideal thing to do, or why people don't believe in Krishna. They believe in Gita but not in Krishna. And where has that philosophy come out from? Because initially it was not like that.
Understood the Gita only. If you're saying that we don't believe it, I said, forget it.
Because they've not heard it from a devotee. Because they've not heard it from a devotee.
Wrong asana and I'll be back. I tried arguing with him, then I said forget it. Because it's like pouring water over a stone. I said forget it. And he is very strong in his school of thought. Just fair enough.
4.34. The next verse is it's like an answer to our thing. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinah. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service to him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Get it? So you get it from a guru. You inquire from him submissively, not challengingly, and then it's not that you can pick up the Gita and try to understand it yourself.
You can't, because I've read it so many times myself. I've been reading for the last 20 years.
Bhagavad Gita.
But what I'm understanding now is
that's a culmination now. Krishna has blessed you that you get the right understanding now.
Because we are not.
But it was like something I kept doing.
Actually, that intense desire, maybe Krishna pushed you to the right place to understand. 5.18, and then we'll do today's verse. Start. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shvapake Cha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. So one who is a devotee, for him everyone is equal. No one is an enemy. No one is, a friend. Or they're all the same.
But
because he sees.
When you say a non-veg, when non-vegetarian would be called a what?
Dog eater. What is it?
Outcast.
Outcast.
Here it's written a dog eater. Even in non-vegetarian food there are some levels of food. Like even the Muslims, they don't eat pigs because it's actually such a low class animal who eats only garbage. Doesn't have. See, you are what you eat. So what you're eating will be your consciousness.
That means they were dog eaters in that Zamana also.
Yeah. In Kenya, there is no, you won't find a stray dog in there. There is no stray dogs in Kenya. No bhabao in the night. They have peaceful sleep. 5.22. I'll do word to word translation, then we'll do the line by each sentence. Ye, those. He, certainly. Samsparshajah, by contact with the material senses. Sparsh means touch or contact. Okay. Bhogaha, enjoyments. Dukkha, distress. Yonayaha, sources of. Eva, certainly. Te, they are. Adi, beginning. Anta, end. Vantaha, subject to. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Na, never. Teshu, in those. Ramate, takes delight. Buddha, the intelligent person. Translation: an intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, so the wise man does not delight in them. You get it? This is the way you should live your life. Always remember, whatever gives you too much pleasure, you should understand that this shall pass. Okay? Even when something bad happens, you understand this shall pass. Yeah, so a person who understands that all the miseries that are taking place is because of my contact with these material senses. The problems is because I'm attached to these material senses. I'm attached to this material body. Till that time, I will have some basic residual, because of some residual karma, I will have some problems. If I tolerate this now, it's going to come to an end. Yeah, and then there's an eternal life to with Krishna. If I continue my devotional service in spite of all problems, give that the topmost priority in my life, then this will come to an end, and then begins my eternal life in the abode of Krishna.
So our children come in this category? Material attachment? No, really, I don't know, because material attachment you can give up.
Yeah.
But with the attachment you have with your husband or children or XYZ parent,
you understand that even the misery that they're giving you is going to come to an end. But your responsibility is something else towards them.
I think you can bring up your children as they are children of Krishna, and you are the caretakers.
Yeah.
But you can only caretaker, you can only guide them.
Yeah, because what happens is our attachment gives us a problem to them. They are not a problem.
They also fall in this only bracket of
but they are not a problem actually. It's our attachment, our expectations out of them, or sometimes even when they don't perform the way we want them to, then it gives us a problem. Even if we think that this is for the betterment of that person, out of responsibility you're feeling like that. But if things are not going your way, you have to accept the way your child is. Of course, some things are very extreme, when it's unacceptable. Then you have to correct them. But in spite of your correction, like suppose if your child is 18, 19, 20, you can only advise.
And that more only hurts you, I feel.
That advice is not taken at 18, 19.
But you're right now at that point of time, your responsibility or what you can at most do is advise. The child is 10. 9. She can guide. She can really guide.
My son is 17. He gives me maximum tension.
That's an age where they get the maximum tension.
Just 15 to 20, then they're okay.
That 15 to 20 is the most problematic.
You must again potential to your
Yeah. But not like that. I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, but as time goes, it degrades, you know. There's no comparison, definitely. I wonder what Saloni's parents go through.
Oh, please. Very happy. No, girls are different, you know, I think.
Yeah.
You don't know Saloni.
No, girls also can have a very big problem.
Yeah.
So you don't know Saloni. First line?
Yeah.
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
थर्ड टाइम ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
वेरी स्लो ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
कैन यू ऑल रिपीट 3 times स्टार्ट
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
लास्ट टाइम
ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
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 बोथ द लाइन्स ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
अगेन ऑल ऑफ अस टुगेदर स्टार्ट
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
अगेन
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
क्लोज योर आईज
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
ओनली द लेफ्ट साइड विल सिंग स्टार्ट
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
राइट साइड रिपीट
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
एवरीवन टुगेदर स्टार्ट
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते
Now this verse, this particular word, I'm combining. Adyan.
आद्यन्
Please repeat. Adyan.
आद्यन्
Adyan.
आद्यन्
Tavantah.
तवन्तः
Tavantah.
तवन्तः
Now try to repeat. Adyantavantah.
आद्यन्तवन्तः
Again. Adyantavantah.
आद्यन्तवन्तः
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 कौन्तेय
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 ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
Again. आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
Only the third line 3 times. 1, 2, 3 start.
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
Again.
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
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 Last two lines. आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः
Full 1, 2, 3 start. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. Please read the translation. An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. Again, line by line, please repeat after me. Ye hi samsparshaja bhoga.
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
Everyone start. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. Bhairavi will repeat after you. After you.
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
Repeat. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा.
दुःखयोनय एव ते
Perfect. दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः. Priya? We'll sing with Shilpa. Start.
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
Everyone. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः. Hina?
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः. Saloni?
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधः
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
Thank you. Can we read translation again?
An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery which are hard to attract the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them.
Right. So, there was one more shloka which we did Aage
That
ka.
day, no? That was
Yeah.
this. That Devi here.
Devi Hesha 7.14. 7.14. Can we revise that?
Yeah.
Start. Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva ye prapadyante Mayametam taranti te. Again. Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva ye prapadyante Mayametam taranti te. Translation. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Perfect. 5.22